That's right. I am joined by the mid laner for TSM. It's Bjergsen. My man, 1,009 kills. Does it feel as great as your first one?
I mean, it feels pretty good. I realized I got over 1,000 kills actually a couple months ago, if you counted my kills in Europe when I played in the EULCS. But reaching this milestone just in NALCS exclusively obviously feels really good.
So how does getting 1,009 past 1,000 kills in the regular season of North American LCS prove like how dominant you've been able to stay on top of throughout your whole career?
I mean, I could also just be kill stealing a lot. It's kind of hard to say whether it's because I'm carrying a lot of games, but obviously when you're in a carry role like Doublelift and you're gonna get a lot of kills usually. And I've just played so many games. 1,000 kills is a lot to even think about.
It's definitely a lot. Let's take a step back and talk about your match earlier in the week against Dignitas. You had a tweet that said, you guys were a little bit further behind. Big props to Dig. What changed between that game and this game against Echo Fox?
We just have to think out some of our picks, especially when we played against Dig in the second game. They had a really good counter pick for our bot lane, and they pretty much just choked us out using that bot lane the whole game, having pressure and having item advantages. So it was mostly just about like what champions can we pick to make sure we're not getting counter picked or they're getting this early pressure, because we saw a lot of Cinderhulk junglers in scrims and in other regions as well. But in these games, we're playing against a lot of Kazakhs, and against Dignitas, we played against Graves. So it was a little bit different. They played kind of a different style, and we weren't prepared for that.
And one of the big things that helped you win today, you went back to the TSM Galio in the mid lane. Talk to me a little bit about that pick and why you guys have really stuck with it.
I mean, I think it's just obviously a really powerful pick. It has a really high win rate in Korea. When I watch the games, the champion just looks extremely dominant. It has so much pressure and it's so safe. So it was just a champion that, regardless of community backlash, is something I wanted to continue to put time into, because I knew that once I and my team masters this style, this is something we're really good at, getting pressure through mid and extending it to making plays in the side lane. And I think we finally got to the point where people will see us pick Galio and they're like, yes, Tsm pick Galio. So it's a little different now than before.
Well, congratulations to you. Well done on your victory against Echo Fox. For more on this series, let's send it over to Dash and Mark at the Analyst Dojo.